What's up, Light Fam? This is David, your spiritual awakening coach. Are you in the spiritual void? Do you feel like the universe has put your life on pause for a minute? You're no longer seeing signs and synchronicities. Seems like your spirit guides are no longer communicating with you. You're not getting downloads. Everything's quiet at the workplace. There's no drama. Even that crazy ex has stopped stalking you for a minute. All's quiet on the home front. What does all of this mean? Well, the inspiration for this video came from a Zoom session that I was having with a client where she was describing how her husband took their two boys camping for the weekend. This is the first time that she had ever been alone in the house for 10 years. She'd never been by herself before. She had never focused on herself before. She was always focused on the kids and the husband, being a wife, being a mom. She never stopped and asked, what do I want? What makes me happy? And so all of a sudden, she was faced with, what do I want to do today? What am I going to do? How am I going to focus on myself? I've never focused on myself before. So if you find that the universe has kind of left you alone in your spiritual house and took away all of the distractions that keep you focused on other things instead of what you really want in life, this is for your highest good. There's a reason for this. And what is that reason? The reason is to force you to go within to find the answers. Go within to find that courage. Go within to find that strength. Go within to discover what your heart really wants. Once you go within and discover that you actually know how to fish instead of always needing to ask for a fish dinner, you discover a version of yourself that is much stronger, courageous, authentic, sovereign, free, and fulfilled that you didn't know existed before. And you wouldn't have known existed unless you were forced to go within. And that greater version is necessary to get to the higher timeline that you actually want to live. You know, that timeline where you are feeling fulfilled, free, happy, loved, feel like you're living your life purpose. It's tough to get to that timeline if you're not a vibrational match to that timeline. If we're always externalizing everything, we never change the frequency within. We have to change the frequency within to match the higher timeline. Externalizing doesn't do that. You got to go within to change that frequency. So a lot of times the universe will put you in the spiritual void and take away all of the distractions and all of the help, seemingly on the surface, to force you to go within and discover that greatest version so that you can get to the timeline that you're wanting to get to. So don't fear the spiritual void. It's for your highest good. So not only can the spiritual void help to actualize a version of yourself that you never knew existed because the universe is just leaving you to your own devices to figure it out, but the spiritual void can also help to advance your timeline only if you surrender to the process and are brave enough to do the self-discovery, brave enough to focus on the aspects of you that need to be raised in vibration that you've been too distracted to focus on in the past. So now those distractions are out of the picture. You're in your spiritual house, left all alone. What are you going to do with that spiritual solitude? Are you going to level up, or are you going to stay back in fear and stay on that current timeline that may not be fulfilling your heart? So I hope this has helped on the spiritual void. Don't fear the spiritual void. It's there for your highest good. Surrender to the process and level up. I love you guys. Namaste.